Right, hello people, Greg the Wild Hippie back once again. Today, something completely different. I bought this, I think it's Darth Vader's TIE Fighter from a charity shop about 2 years ago when I was on holiday down south, visiting family. Yeah, so I think it was about £2 or something. It's not been particularly well built, as you can see. There's gaps all over the place. It's a bit missing off that side, but I can't really do anything about that. But yeah, I was originally just going to restore it, but then I've seen a load of people do paint these up in World War II Luftwaffe colours. Luftwaffe colours. That was a tongue twister. So yeah, I'm going to have a go at that. But first of all, I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit, sort out some of the gaps, and sand a few seam lines and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to crack on and do that. Yeah, we'll have a laugh with this one. Yeah, not entirely sure quite what I'm going to do, but I've got my Luftwaffe. I'm really struggling with that word today. Luftwaffe colours here, ready to go. So yeah, let's have some laughs, shall we? I'll bring you back when she's ready for some paint. See you in a minute. Right, this was so poorly built. There's only so much I can do in the way of cleaning it up, but at least them gaps at the front have been filled. So yeah, then I do the underside first with that nice blue colour. Yeah, so that bit, the underside of that wing, and then the underside of the tops as well. I think just because, going to try and do it like a Messerschmitt or a Focke-Wulf. With a sort of wavy edge with a bit of mottling on the top part of the blue, and then the sort of the boxy green camouflage on the top. So yeah, I'm going to get the blue on, and then I'll bring it back. Alright, that's the underside done in a nice blue colour. Yeah, it's come out alright. Probably needs a few touch-ups here and there. I might just leave it slightly mottled. Yeah, let that dry overnight. That bit round there, so obviously it's upside down. I'm going to do that. Sorry, that bit in yellow. The little spider on the top there, I'm going to pick that out in black and silver. The sort of, I presume that's sort of engine related. That's going to be sort of black and silver, and the same in the little recesses and that. And yeah, pick out a few other little bits, and then give it a seal it in, and I'm going to have a look through my decal, see if I've got any German markings going spare. I can't remember whether or not I do. If not, I'll try and paint on some, or I'll hold off for painting on markings until I get some masking tape again, and then I'll paint on some black crosses and that. But yeah, so far, off to a good start. So yeah, probably be tomorrow now before I do any more, so I'll catch you later. Right, okay, so yeah, the blue's not properly dry yet, but I've picked out some of the details in black. Yeah, they'll get different silvers and stuff on them. I've done the bottom, obviously that's the right way up. But yeah, I've done the bottom of the round bit by the cockpit in the yellow, as you can see. That's going to need a recoat. I might do the whole thing. I might do the front at the top yellow as well, just to, I'll see how I feel when I turn it over. So I'm concentrating on the bottom first. See, I'm going to give that a few hours to dry again, and then I'm going to go around with different silvers and metallic colours and pick out more of the detail, like the engine. I presume that's the engine there. That's all going to get different silvers and bronzes and stuff on it, and then just little bits of silver and that on the other bits and bobs. And then it'll get a varnish. I found some German aircraft decals. I knew I had some in my selection, in my spare decals bit. So yeah, I was thinking, I've got that one there for number of kills, so that can go sort of either side of the front of where the window is. What else had I seen? Yeah, just seen some numbers. So I might use the BZs for identifying numbers. Other numbers, a couple of crosses there, a couple more crosses here. And I found these. I can't remember which Air Force. I think it might be Swedish. Is it Swedish Air Force or something? World War II. They were largely neutral, but they were secretly on the side of the Nazis. So they painted their the blue swastikas. That's what I'm going to attempt to do. Probably on the top. I'm going to do a red rectangle. Put that on there, and then gently put one of them on there. Gently paint that in black. Just for looks. There's some more. Yeah. Just for looks. I don't agree with Nazism in any way, shape, or form. But I think it'll add to the look of the model if it's got the swastika on it. But yeah, that's all it is. It's purely for looks. So yeah. Yeah, and then once it's all finished, these, I don't know what they are on the sides, these grates, I'm going to dry brush them in silver. I think that'll work pretty well, especially on the darker colours on the top. But yeah, that's enough waffle. I'm going to give that a few hours to dry, and then I'll do a bit more, so I'll bring you back soon. See you in a bit. Alright, there we go. That's all the details on the underside picked out. Quite happy with how I presume it's the engine has come out. Yeah, quite like that. I'm going to recoat the orange once it's dry. I'm about to recoat the yellow on the front here. But yeah, really good fun little project this. Something completely different. Yeah, so I'm going to redo the yellow, and then give it some time to dry, and then it will get its it will get a wash and the decals on the underside, bit of weathering, and then flip it over and we'll do the top side. That's where the real fun's going to start, because that's all the camouflage and everything. But yeah, so I'll do that and I'll bring you back when it's done. Ta-da! Right, so I'm taking 2 minutes out from painting up the TIE fighter, because the other day when I did my video of my kits that I'd built, I'd realised I'd left a few out. So here's Mary Rose small airfix kit. It's a starter set from Lidl's or Aldi. Really fiddly, horrible decals, but yeah, persevered, and it came out alright. Baz Commander Wolfman. Here's my little car kit. Mine is actually a Triumph, not the MG. But yeah, it was a horrible little kit. Yeah, as you can see, again, the roof doesn't really fit the top of the windscreen particularly well. And then there's I think this is 700 scale Das Boot, German submarine. Sadly, I lost the decals when I was working on that. I've got no idea what happened to them. They were on the desk, and then when it came to them, they were gone. And then Vietnam Bulldog tank, cheap Tamiya kit. I think it was like 10 quid or something. Really old one, but nice little kit. Here's your commander. He was in the turret, but he kept falling over, so I put him there. 2 Vietnam troops there, and then lastly, this little tankette. It looks 1/72nd scale, but it's actually 1/35th. This is a Polish tankette from just about the start of the Second World War. It's dead cute, isn't it? So yeah, back to the TIE fighter. Not quite. I've just remembered I haven't included the mighty hood on this video. Yeah, there's the whole build video with this. I finished it about a month back. Yeah, I need to do rigging. I'm ordering rigging line on payday. So yeah, there you have it. Back to the TIE fighter. Alright, well there she is. Yeah, the first coat done. Not first coat, first colour done. Going to start the darker green possibly in a minute, or maybe this afternoon. I haven't quite decided yet. Going to use this on the back of an old Airfix Series 1 Focke-Wulf. yeah, I'm going to use that as a guide to get some of the patterns and that. Yeah, I'll bring you back when I've done a bit. See you shortly. Well, I don't know how well you can see that, but I've just pulled the glass off the front, so because it wasn't positioned right, and plus I want to paint it separately and get in and do some painting on the inside. But can you see? We've got Darth Vader himself sitting there. Shame we can't see him when the front's on. I might see if there's a way I can try and lighten that up a little bit. I might pull the top off and take the glass out of it, because that seems to be stopping quite a lot of light. But yeah, I was not expecting that. Right, okay, so the camo pattern's done now. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. Yeah, I pulled the window off the front so I can paint it separately. Yeah, so I need to do a little bit of mottling on the sides, and then the bottom bits I need to paint blue. Yeah, I'm going to pick out some details on the inside of the cockpit. The other reason why I pulled that out was so I can paint that front bit in the German interior colour. Yeah, so yeah, do a bit of black on that once it's dry, pick out a few bits in silver, and then do the same on here, so paint the engine and pick out some of the raised bits just to add a bit of interest like I did on the bottom. Yeah, yeah, really happy. I think I'm going to give the yellow a second coat on the top part, just to make that a little bit bolder and nicer. But yeah, really fun little project this. Really enjoying myself. Yeah, I've never tried anything like this before. So yeah, so yeah, I'll bring you back when I picked out some detail and she's ready for some varnish. See you in a bit. Right, there we go. That's the engine block painted and lots of little bits of detail here and there. Really impressed with how this has come out. The windscreen's all painted, ready to go back on soon. I'm just about to start doing the first coat of varnish. I'm going to give it 2 coats and then put the decals and then do 2 more, and that'll be time for some weathering. So I'll bring you back once I do the decals. Right, okay, so I'm still waiting for the varnish to dry on the underside, but as you can see, I've got the decals on the top side. Yeah, quite happy with how they've come out. Yeah, I like the kill tally either side of the cockpit there. The glass canopy, whatever you want to call it, that's ready to go on once the varnish has gone on. So yeah, I'm going to let that dry, get varnish on that. Hopefully the underside will be dry so I can get the ones on there. And yeah, I'll bring you back once that's done. See you in a minute. Right, okay, so I've got the first bit of the panel liner on. So I'll give that 20 minutes or so to dry, and then I'll start washing it off. And then I'll do the next bit. So yeah, bring it back when it's done. Right, yeah, we're nearly there. Just waiting for the wash to dry on this side, then I can wipe it off. But yeah, the rest of it's done. I am so happy with how that's come out. I like how the paint has come off in a few places, like the yellow around the front of the cockpit, and that just makes it look really worn and beaten up. I am so flipping happy with this. It's absolutely fantastic job. So literally, it's going to be a case of take that bit of wash off of there, and then I'm going to get some silver. On a dry brush some silver over all of these mesh bits just to make them pop a little bit more, and then that'll be it. That'll be finished. I was just joking to myself a minute ago. Yeah, this has taken me what, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, possibly. Yeah, there's no such thing as a quick project with me. It always seems to take me an age. But yeah, I'll bring you back for the final reveal in a little while. See you shortly. Right, there we go. Right, all the finishing touches are done. Yeah, really happy with how this one's turned out. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, can't think of anything else really to say about it. Yeah, really impressed with how the yellows come out, looking really filthy, and you can see like the white underneath of the plastic. Kind of looks like the paint's really faded and cracked. There's some splats on it as well. Yeah, really happy how this turned out. yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment if you want, and yeah, and please check out me the Patreon. It's only £1 a month, and it'll help me get supplies to build more kits with. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one very soon. Ta-da for now.